I'm Beth, Urech, and this is the devotional for Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. Welcome to Day 2 of Black History Month. Last June 9th, 2020, we honored George Floyd in our Plaza Park, and I took the stage of the gazebo to share one of my all-time favorite poems by one of my all-time favorite poets, Langston Hughes. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? We are witnessing explosions in our country. Oh yes, I know, around the world, but let's focus on the good old US of A. I searched in Howard Thurman's Meditations of the Heart for inspiration. I knew I'd find something. Remember, Thurman was a spiritual advisor to many black men, including Martin Luther King Jr., who spoke at the Lincoln Memorial on August 28, 1963, and pleaded, "Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." Now, 58 years later, we're not there. We're not even close. We do need to stand up, speak up, march and protest. And, as Howard Thurman writes, we need to keep alive the dream in the heart. Now, before I share his words, let me remind you that Thurman was writing decades ago. He died in 1981. And his use of the masculine noun and pronoun was standard practice then. So let's not fault him for failing to recognize our spectrum of genders. Thurman writes, "Men cannot continue to live if the dream in the heart has perished. The dream in the heart is the outlet. It is one with the living water welling up from the very springs of being, nourishing and sustaining all of life. Where there is no dream, the life becomes a swamp, a dreary, dead place deep within. A man's heart begins to rot. The dream need not be some great and overwhelming plan. It need not be a dramatic picture of what must be someday. Oh, such may be crucial for a particular moment of human history, but it is not in these grand ways that the dream nourishes life. The dream is the quiet persistence in the heart that enables a man to ride out the storms of his churning experience. It is the exciting whisper moving through the aisles of his spirit, answering the monotony of limitless days of dull routine. It is the ever-recurring melody in the midst of the broken harmony and harsh discords of human conflict. The dream is no outward thing. It lives in the inward parts, deep within. Keep alive the dream. So as we awaken each day of what I'm calling Black History Matters Month, let us respect and nurture the quietly persistent dreams in our hearts.